with it today?
I kind of want to do the sides up like this.
Okay.
But I don't want to take it up too high that I have like a mohawk, you feel me? Like I just want it like midway.
You see that again? And you want it to look just like that? Or would you rather have it like faded?
I would like to fade it.
Faded,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not strict like that. That's just more
Okay.
the length I'm looking for on that side.
Off the top? Any length off?
I don't know. I'm nervous about taking length off the top because I don't want it to be too dramatic.
Yeah, I'd say a slight trim. Like maybe,
shaping it a little bit?
Yeah, just shape it.
Okay.
Alright, what's good, YouTube? Today we got my girl Mo in the chair. It's funny because we joke about it, but she literally comes to me once a year. So she's a yearly client. She just wants a slight trim and kind of like just a taper with like a mini burst effect. Not really a mohawk effect, but kind of like a burst effect. So with this type of hair, she got like mixed type of hair. So very curly. I like to trim it in its natural state. So if you're gonna comb it out, just do a slight comb out, like you're kind of like teasing the hair. Just tease it. I wouldn't trim it like blow drying it out, just because that's not its natural state. You understand? So most hair, like when you're trimming a white guy's hair, yeah, you're gonna want to stretch it out. But with this type of hair, in my opinion, you want to stretch it out, but not too much, because it's still gonna curl back up. So I'd rather trim it in its natural state, comb it out, trim it again in its natural state, comb it out, do it 3 times. So right now I'm setting in my foundation with my comb, and I'm just freehanding. I'm carving out the shape that I want to make. It's important with shape. Haircuts are about shape. So I'm gonna start on the other side, kind of establish my shape. I'm not even worrying about the tapers. A lot of people would just go in and try and set guidelines like, this is your first guideline. This is your baseline, honestly. This should base. This first base right here. Clipper of choice today are my magic clips, just because they're wireless and they're sharp, full of power. Sharp blade. These are my go-tos when it's freehand time, for sure. Now I'm using my comb as a guide. It's pretty much gonna guide me to the hair that I need to cut and what length I need to cut it to. Now just notice I'm being very careful of her ear. If that blade touches her ear even once, her ear is just gonna start gushing blood. These magic clips, they're very sharp. So she told me she wanted the fringe trim just a little bit, so we're just gonna kind of shape it a little bit. We're not gonna give her a hairline, nothing like that. Now we're gonna get started on the top. So as I'm doing this, I'm kind of like pulling out longer pieces that I see. And this is gonna be our first initial trim. And every so often when I'm trimming it, I'm just gonna pull the longer pieces out, and then I'm gonna go back with my blow dryer, just kind of blow it around to see what shape it kind of falls into. So we just picked it out again. Gonna go through for the second trim. And I'm still working that shape. Now we got our guard on, so that 3 is gonna go straight into the longer hair up top. That's the highest guard you're gonna use. Above the 3, you're just gonna wanna freehand just more aggressively. We're gonna set our baseline for the taper. This is where we're gonna get very surgical with it. So doing a basic taper, gonna make sure her C cup is sharp. She's not gonna get her vertical bars line, nothing else. Just a C cup and around the ear. Just going halfway, not fully around the ear. It's all about the freehand at this point. We're making sure we locked in, making sure we're focused, and making sure we holding our clipper where we're supposed to hold it. So freehand is a very dangerous tool. Like it's with great power comes great responsibility. So we're gonna line up that C cup, and obviously it's not fully blended, but we're gonna worry about that after this. As I'm blending it, I'm combing it down, combing the longer hairs down, picking it out. I switched to my masters just so I could hear that crunch. So now that that side's finished, or somewhat finished, we're still gonna go back and touch it up. We're gonna do the same thing to this side. Same exact process. Now the hair on this side kind of grows a little sideways, so it was a little bit more tricky, but we still got the job done. I had fun on this one. This was a fun one for sure. So now I'm gonna blow dry it again, and we're gonna get real surgical with the shears. Now the goal isn't to make it look all picked out and perfect. It's just to make it give her that rough look, kind of like how she came in, like an unnoticeable trim, but the sides would be like noticeable. So we're just gonna do some point cutting. And I'm just freestyling with my shears, making sure this taper is fully blended out. I still saw some bulk I didn't like, so I just went ahead and took care of that. I'm gonna kind of pat her hair down with the sponge. And we're gonna hit her with the razor. Just on the C cups, that's really it. Shout out Easy Blade, my code is the 4th Ken, just for 10% off your purchase. So I'm just stretching the skin. Check it out. Let me know.
Ooh, you did your thing. It looks great. Thank you.
Yep. Alright YouTube, so this is how my client came in. And this is how she's leaving. This was fun. This was a fun one. Shout out to Mo for letting me record. It's your boy 4 and I'm out. Peace.